Carrie Lynn Bressy is calling you. Your cousin Melinda is calling out to you. She wants to know if you have found the light. Your daughter Misty is calling out to you. She's asking you to go to the light if you have not yet gone.
In the moonlight.
Did he say I did in the moonlight?
I can't hear.
You can't hear. I just heard you. Can you hear me now?
And communicate that way.
Can the woman come up and talk?
I'm still alive.
You're still alive? You are right now. You live forever. Our soul is eternal. And I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional over this one. It's like I feel it. And that's what happens with this work. Hey guys, it's group night for August 2019. I can't believe we're already like at the end of summer, but another group night is here. Tonight is a little different. I'm in a different part of my house and I'm all alone. Debbie's out of town. She's visiting her daughters. And I'm here with the two dogs. Usually Debbie's in the bedroom with the dogs, keeping them quiet and watching TV or whatever. So tonight they're here, so I'm hoping that they're not going to bark or interrupt. So I think we'll be just fine though. So this is group night. Some of you are here for the first time ever, so welcome and thank you. The way this works is, if you are participating tonight, you would have done your meditation or visualization exercise. Same thing, I posted that video to the post page for everybody to see and on YouTube for YouTube members as well. So you do that exercise, that sets the intent, that focuses on your loved one to send them here, or hopefully to send them here. Now, everyone will not get a validation. I have no control over who comes in, whether it's through a device or whether it's through me. That's another thing. Sometimes spirits come through me on these group nights. I'm putting foil on a Panabox. This filters out the noise if you put foil on the bottom corner. I'm actually going to start tonight with just a Panabox radio. We're going to warm up with a Panabox session. Now with the Panabox, I hear maybe 40-30% in real time, so I won't really know what's being said until I review. Let's throw on some lights here. This is the Portal Black Beauty. We'll be using that in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to turn on the Panabox, and we'll see if we get any spirits talking. We should. Hello, spirits. This is Steve. It's group night. Are there loved ones here tonight? Are there spirits here for their loved ones, I should say? A lot of them. We're just doing a warm-up. Hi. I hear you coming through, thank you. So this is just a warm-up, guys. All right, I'm going to start this session out by thanking God for allowing me to do this work, for showing me my path, for allowing me to help as many people as I can, for allowing me to help the spirits, for allowing everyone here tonight who has meditated for their loved one to come through. I'm asking for the spirits to talk freely tonight. I welcome you in all around. I can feel you coming up behind me and huddling around my shoulders. There's spirits here for sure, guys. I welcome you to come through and talk through the box if you can, through me if you need to. Let's try for an EVP before we start the portal.
Anyone that would like to speak through the recorder. There's spirits here lined up for group night tonight.
There's definitely some speech there. A spirit, I would like to see if I can get a spirit to walk forward and and leave your name through this. What is your name? Can you tell me your name?
Can you tell me your name?
There was something there very quiet. All right, I'm gonna go get the SCD-2. Hello, spirits. I welcome you to come through and speak tonight. This is group 9. This is group night. Loved ones have meditated and focused on their loved ones tonight. People have focused on their loved ones.
And only him for fear. He showed their underling.
So those spirits, I welcome you here. You're in the right place. This is Steve Huff in Phoenix, Arizona.
Life, the old God. You show we're recorded.
Come through, spirits. Come on through. I heard a female voice to my right. It probably didn't get picked up on camera. It was very faint.
Just
There's a
oil is
There's
wondered what it was.
a female spirit here. I heard her voice physically, very faintly. And she's coming up here, and she's saying, "I'm here." And she's waddling in, "I'm here." I say waddle. I don't mean waddle. I mean, she kind of has a interesting step, and I don't know if it's from a bad foot. She's coming through the room, and there's a lot of room today, right? So I'm visualizing this big space, and there's probably 30 or 40 spirits in here right now. This whole room is filled with light and love, and there's spirits just waiting. This woman has a limp, and she's like, "I'm here. I'm here. I see your ring." Ooh, I'm getting the chills like I normally don't get them this bad. But on group night, we're only looking for spirits who are here to leave a message for their loved ones for validation purpose.
Questions, exactly.
Questions.
He's tried to chuck me in.
So who's here tonight that wants to speak? Or leave a validation or a memory, an end-of-life memory, something to validate to your loved one?
Bears witness.
I don't know if it's NASCAR or a race, car racing. There's a spirit here who, that was his thing. It's a male spirit. He loved car racing.
I can arrive in wave.
He has dark hair, kind of wavy, and a red baseball type of hat that he would wear. That was his thing. And the message I'm getting from this is he's showing this. Who's the race car fan? Who's the car race fan? You're showing me race cars going around an oval track. I can't tell if it's NASCAR or like a local thing. He loved racing, and that's what he's showing me. So dark hair, it's kind of full and but like wavy and old. I don't know, I want to say old school, not like old school. He loved watching. It might be NASCAR. Maybe he watched it on TV. And as quickly as they come, they leave. That's the thing with spirit communication. For some reason, which we haven't figured out yet, spirits come in and they leave, right? They can't, for some reason, stick. Most of them. The really powerful or energetic ones with a lot of energy can, but most spirits come through quickly. And it works like that when they show you the film strips as well. Whew. Okay, let's establish that connection tonight. Who is here tonight?
Light.
There's an older woman here, maybe in her 60s, not that old, 60s. Possibly early 70s, but she has a pendant around her neck. It was a necklace, and it's a pretty large pendant. It's a circular pendant. There's silver. It's shiny. Is it silver? It's got like points on the edge. Oh, I wish I could draw. I should draw it. Hold on, let me get a pad of paper.
Very useful here.
Is all rustled.
Okay, this is a
Harmless.
bad drawing here, but see on top. Hopefully you can see. Let's see this. So on the top here, you can see what I was seeing. It was like a pendant worn around the neck, and it was shiny, maybe silver, I can't tell. But it had ridges on the end of the circle. And she's wearing this pendant, and she's proudly showing me this necklace. It was something she treasured, I think. It's what it seems like. She treasured this, and there's white hair with some dark inside of it. Yeah. So it's all about that pendant is what I'm seeing here. So that was interesting.
In the flash.
Okay, spirits, this is group night. Come on through. This is Steve Huff. Let's build that energy in here. Let's come on through, spirits. I feel you.
Spirits and dancing.
The spirits are dancing, or spirits and dancing. Either way, I feel they're saying the spirits are dancing. Are the spirits happy? They must be happy that they're here tonight. Able to.
Here than 20 or 30.
There are 20 or 30. All right, who's next? Who would like to speak? I come as a friend, I come in peace, I come with love. Love is the key. Love is the key, spirits. Who's here? Who would like to come on through?
2, 2.
2, 2. Who had the green thumb? I see somebody planting. That's what they like to do. They planted flowers. They had a flower bed or garden on their property. I almost see a husband and wife gardening at the same time, like a couple, older. So I don't know who it is that's coming through. I feel like it's the man though. Maybe the wife. The wife is still alive. The man passed, but they used to garden together. That was a thing they did. And he's showing me this memory for her. And he really loved those times when you guys were gardening together. I'm connected with him right now. And I'm just feeling that energy, and I'm seeing these film strips. There's love, overwhelming love there that's sending out right now, and it's kind of golden, like a golden light. Whew. Thank you very much.
Presently, Jacobson came out.
Whew. Hello? Hello, hello. Who else would like to come through? Thank you for showing me. Oh, that was an interesting voice. There is love energy in the air. I can feel it. It is amazing. There's 2 protectors here tonight, or guardians, or they're always here. Today they're in front of me, like 10, 15 feet on each side of the room. There's a door they're using in the middle, and those spirits are coming through the door. Some have left, some who have gotten messaging through. Keep coming through. I hear you. I feel you. I see you.
They hide.
They hide. There's no need to hide here because this is all friendly, all love. There's no reason to hide. You are safe right here, right now. If there's any evil out there trying to stop you from coming and doing this, you are safe here. There's a Larry.
They're almost in the middle.
Is Larry here? Larry. I'm hearing Larry. I really hope this is relevant to someone. I'm hearing Larry, but somebody's singing Larry, Larry, Bo-Berry, Banana, Fana, Fo Fairy, Fee, Fi, Fo, something like that. I remember that song when I was little, but it's being sung with the name Larry. So I don't know if that's significant for anyone. If there's someone who's participating tonight, whether on YouTube or Patreon, because tonight YouTube members and Patreon members are part of this group night. So if any of you, if that rings a bell, if your loved one is named Larry, and that was a thing that either people did or he did, that's how his way of validating to you, like, I'm here, I'm really here. So that is awesome. That was funny, actually. I haven't heard that song, and that was strange right there. I haven't heard that since I was a kid. Come on up. There's the I heard this. There's a woman, and then there's someone. Each device. Can the woman come up and talk?
I'm still alive.
You're still alive? You are right now. You live forever. Our soul is eternal. So sometimes spirits are surprised that they can come through and talk. We're getting into that deeper connection right now. Everything's going silent. We're getting... Does anyone else here have a message tonight? Just leave your messages. All right, I'm going to focus. I'm going to try something. I might be quiet for a few minutes. Spirits, feel free to come through the device or me. There's a spirit coming through right now, through me. Ocean waves. What else? What else can you show me about these waves? Because I don't know what that means. There was a boy. This is what I'm getting. He was at the beach at the ocean with his mom. He almost drowned in the ocean, and he has this memory. It was terrifying for him. He didn't drown in the ocean, but that's the memory he's choosing to show his parents. I don't know if this is to a wife. You can't hear. I just heard you. But thanks for letting me know. Can you hear me now?
And communicate that way.
We got a direct answer. I'm seeing like a hairpin now, like a, what did they call those, bobby pins? The dark brown ones, the really thin. But somebody's using it. I see it like scraping skin or something, and I have no idea what that's about. That could be a way of a spirit showing someone who's watching, who will know what I'm talking about. It's clearly a brown bobby pin being scraped or pushed onto skin. I don't know what skin this is. I'm not saying it's an arm. I don't think it is. Okay, what is your name? Who's here with me tonight? Can you give me names, please? Can you give me names? There's a John here, but John's been here for weeks. Is there anyone here who focused on a John? Okay, can we let more spirits in through the door if they need to be coming in? There's still spirits. There's no space? Well, can the ones who are here speak through the box? Is there a message, or can my guides help them speak? That was a reply. I'm not sure what was said, but did you hear the inflection in that voice? Thank you. I'm trying to get them to come through the box more.
I have the feeling he's not going to be able to hear you.
I just heard you there. I don't know if you're talking about you hearing me. Can you hear me? I'm focusing more. I hear you. Can you hear me? Oof. There is a big ball of light in the middle of this room. If you need energy, walk through it, absorb it, come up to the box and me, and leave your messages if you can. It is appreciated. Thank you. Big Red. This person might have come through a long time ago, maybe a year ago. I'm hearing Big Red, and I almost feel like it's the chewing gum Big Red. I don't know the significance of it, though. There's someone here who is giving me a message of sorts. Someone watching who is participating in this is selling an old house, a family house. I see him as an old gentleman. Possibly it's his house, or he lived in the house and now his family's selling it. He's not happy about that. There's a different kind of message. He still goes to the house. His spirit, for some reason, is in that house. And in that house, there is a chair. I'm seeing like a mustard colored chair. Looks pretty worn out. Keep the chair. Don't throw the chair away, or I don't know what he's trying to show me about the chair. This is really interesting.
In this time frame,
And it's faded. So, someone, I think someone's selling a house, possibly their father or mother or parents' house. The male spirit's still there. So if you're watching this and this sounds familiar, go to the house with a spirit box if you have one. That's interesting. Hello? Why don't we read a couple names off? We'll try for some EVPs too. My name is Yimina Ramos. And my dad's and my dad's name is Ricardo Ramos. Jimina Ramos, looking for Ricardo Ramos. Ricardo Ramos. Calling out to you. You can come through any time. Just because I call the name, that doesn't mean they're going to come at that instant. They could have come before, they can come later. Always remember that. Savannah, I'm Savannah, my loved one, Ruby. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Savannah is calling out tonight to Ruby. Savannah meditated and focused on Ruby. So if Ruby is here for Savannah, feel free to come through tonight.
5:30.
5:30. I don't know if that has significance for anyone. Thank you. Owen, I am Owen. My loved one is Larry. Oh, I was getting a Larry. Larry Sr. I am Owen. My loved one is Larry Sr. Do you know if Larry Sr. ever did the Larry Boberry song? Because I was hearing that from a Larry. Owen's calling out. I am Owen. My loved one is Larry Sr. Thank you. Thank you. Kevin Chandler. My loved one is Lois Duff. It's my eyes. My loved one is Lois Duff, wanting to know if her dog Maggie is with her. Thank you. Kevin Chandler's calling out to Lois Duff. Lois, are you with your dog Maggie? Are you with your dog Maggie, Lois? Wow, we have silence. Kevin Chandler's looking for Lois Duff. He wants to know if her dog Maggie is with her. So if you can come through tonight, Lois, Kevin will hear you. Kevin focused on you tonight. If you're with Maggie, let us know. Diana Rosano is here this month again. Thank you, Diana. Diana's looking for her mom, Betty Patience Rosano. We call out to Betty almost every month here. Diana M. Rosano is looking for her mom, Betty Patience Rosano. Betty, we call out for you. In every group night, it seems. If you can come through, Diana's calling out for you tonight, and every night we do this. Betty Rosano, your daughter Diana is calling out to you. Your husband Nikki, your sons Tommy Raymond, Nikki and Karen, your other daughter and grandchildren, all want you to know they love and miss you so much every day.
Share our world.
That was an interesting. I'm not sure what was said, but it was a female. Betty Rosano, your daughter Diana, loves you and is calling out to you. If you can come through tonight or any time I record, that would be amazing. Melissa Soto's reaching out for her dad, John Neris.
Only the name.
John Neris for Melissa Soto. We love and miss him a lot. 21st of August was his anniversary, 41 years of marriage. Wow, that's awesome. Come on, spirits, come on through. I feel we're getting radio now. We were connected earlier. Every time I do the names, I lose a little bit of that focus. But sometimes we get amazing stuff, so.
Gave his life.
Gave his life. Melissa Soto calling out for her dad, John Nearest. Miss your lectures and your laugh. I love you, Dad, squeezing your chin. Melissa Soto for John Nearest. John Nearest, Melissa Soto. You're welcome to come through anytime, John. Earlier I said there was a John here, and there's been a John here for a few weeks. So if you're here tonight, John, come through. Tonight's about love. Tonight is about validations. Tonight is about letting our loved ones come through. And if Joseph Adragna III is reaching out to his father, Joseph Adragna Jr. Joseph for Joseph. Joseph Adragna III.
Dirty slut, oh dirty electricity.
Okay, so Joseph for Joseph.
No, it wasn't a branch. It was his own.
Joseph's also calling out to his mother, Connie. Ed Lawrence for Bertha Baker, Ethel Bertha Baker.
Moldavia. For if you live last week on September.
Tell her I'm going to the Baker family reunion next year. Thank you, and God bless you and your family.
The counterpart, 172.
Ed Lawrence looking for his grandmother, Ethel Bertha Baker. Ed Lawrence
This picture.
is calling out to you. Ethel Bertha Baker, can you hear me? Angelia Wilds is looking for Michael Tony Toon for her friend Jolene Norris. My friend Jolene Norris lost her brother last week. So sorry to hear that. His name is Michael Tony Toon. Nick's name is Rooster. She wants to know, does he have anything to say?
He sat down at one.
Does he have anything to say to the family? And did he find the light? Have you found the light? Michael Tony Toon. You went by Rooster. Can you hear me? Jason Middleton is looking for his grandmother, Eleanor Love Starrett. Jason Middleton is looking for his grandmother, Eleanor
Just then.
Love Starrett. Come on through. Eleanor Love Starrett. Steve Gassick is looking for his Aunt Rita. She was the very first spirit to come through my first session back in 15. She helped my mom connect with me. I want to say thank you for being there for my mom on the other side. So Steve Gassick is calling out to his Aunt Rita. He's thanking you. That was interesting. Aunt Rita for Steve Gassick. Can you hear me? there's a Great Dane. I'm seeing a Great Dane. Beautiful, beautiful Great Dane. Full grown. Of course, this is a Great Dane on the other side. This dog is showing me him running around. But he's not like talking, but I'm getting the feeling that he wasn't walking well in life. And now he can walk around. So remember, these things coming through can either be radio or messages. They can be intertwined. When a spirit wants to speak, they change the audio of the SCD2. Is there any other spirits that want to speak right now before we do more names? Who else wants to speak tonight? Who else is here? Music. We've had spirits come in who love music.
You know what they live in.
There's a spirit behind me looking at my turntable back here. And he is not a metal person. He likes classical music. He's wondering where my classical selection is because I don't have one. So there's an older gentleman here, very distinguished. He's tall, skinny face. He's right behind me right now. And he's wearing, for some reason, a jacket. It looks like a raincoat, but it's not a raincoat. It's a longer jacket. And he loved classical type of music and possibly even vinyl because he's behind me.
I understand about...
Who's the spirit that loved classical music? The gentleman looking at my turntable, you're still back there.
I'm going a little slow though.
A little slow.
Oh, back.
Do you want me to play some classical music? Because I don't have any. So I was at a record store the other day. And this is not something I would normally buy. It's Mac Davis Song Painter. I felt a spirit wanted me to buy it and play it. And I played it for the first time today, and I just felt this electric energy. And it was actually quite nice. It's from the 70s, but if any of you watching has a loved one that liked Mac Davis, the singer, let me know, because I was pushed to buy this, and upon listening to it, I found it rather nice in an old school, easy listening, countryish vibe kind of way. So I don't know if this had anything to do with group night for sure, but a minute ago I heard or I saw this album cover again in my head, and I was like, I bought that. So it's called Song Painter from Mac Davis. Anyone here know have a loved one who's on the other side who liked Mac Davis? Leave a comment, whether you're a YouTube member or Patreon member. I'm very curious about this. Come on through, use the box, guys. Stacy Kenny calling for Joe Hooper, aka Buster, aka Mr. Hooper. We've called for you many times. Joe Hooper for Stacy Kenny. If you're here tonight, come on through. Anytime. Anytime. Anytime I'm recording, all you spirits can come through. Stacy Kenny for Joe Hooper. My father, Joe Hooper, aka Buster, Mr. Hooper. Thank you, Stacy. Geneva Fox would like to contact Roxanne Fox. Roxanne Fox for Geneva. Thank you, Geneva, for being here again. Thank you. Roxanne Fox, can you hear me?
That's okay.
We're looking for Roxanne Fox for Geneva Fox. Tamika Harris is looking to reach Josephine Harris. Tamika Harris looking to reach Josephine Harris. Josephine Harris, if you're out there, if you can hear me, Tamika Harris is calling out for you tonight. Johnny May. Johnny May is wanting to hear from God. I want to know how his presence feels. That feeling of it's impossible. The feeling of joyous universal love of God. It would be like a validation for me. Thank you, Steve. Your efforts are astounding. So here's what we're going to do for Johnny May as an experiment. So Johnny, you're watching this. Here's what I want you to do right now. Since we're in this session focused mode, I'm focused. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to ask for that energy, that love energy, God's love energy, to fill Johnny May right now as she watches this. You can see it. I can see it flowing in as you watch this. It's going to be flowing into you, and you're going to feel. Try to hone in on the feeling, what you're feeling. So if Johnny May can feel this presence of God, this presence of light, this love, overwhelming love, please allow her to feel this. Because it's a beautiful feeling. So Johnny May was calling out to God tonight. So Kaylee Peterson is looking for her cousin who passed unexpectedly and a friend who unexpectedly drowned. 2 unexpected deaths. So sorry about that. Kaylee Peterson. Calling out to Alec. Verna Cohen, would love to hear from my true love who was taken from me far too soon. Robert Robison. I have missed you so much, nothing compares to you. Are you with our baby who I lost just days before I lost you? I'm getting the feeling like he knows that you miss him dearly, but he's wanting you to know he's there. He can see you. He's there. And he's good. And you will meet up again eventually. That's the message I'm getting from what I'm being shown and what I feel. Because sometimes it's not all a film strip. Sometimes I get a feeling. So I want to relay that. Thank you. Misty Barrett, looking to hear from my father, Greg Barrett. Carrot with a B, okay.
Outside the open door.
Greg Barrett. Misty Barrett, looking to hear from my father, Greg Barrett. I want to tell him I love him and that I forgive him. Please go to the light. I feel he's already in the light. I feel he's already in the light. Let's talk about light. Is that what that voice just said? Greg Barrett. Your daughter Misty.
I didn't know the man, I didn't.
Your daughter Misty is calling out to you. She's asking you to go to the light if you have not yet.
In the moonlight.
Did he say I did in the moonlight? Candy Hess. Candy Gage Hess. Hi, Candy. Thank you so much for being here.
To the light,
Is there anyone here for Candy Gage Hess? She's calling out to her grandmother, Dorothy Gage, tonight. Dorothy Gage. I'm seeing tight shoes.
Up this high clouds.
I don't know if this is your grandmother, Candy. It might be, but she had these shoes. Her feet were swelling. Or a spirit here for someone else. Their feet were swelling. And they hurt so much when they took their shoes off, and they would leave these marks. And it was a female. It's an older woman. She wore dresses sometimes, long dresses though, or a skirt or something long. But those feet, she's wearing one now. The feet are very swollen, she's showing me. So that's a validation. I don't know if that's for you, Candy. It came in as I was calling out to your grandmother. But it could be for anyone else who participated if it's not for you. So thank you. Anna AP. I'd love to try for my dad again. Dean Alman. My name is Deanna Alman, Pinder, AP. So Deanna Alman Pinder for her father, Dean Alman. Dean Alman, your daughter Deanna is calling out for you tonight. You're welcome to come through anytime. Dean, are you here? Can you hear me? Melanie Harvey is looking for her 14-year-old daughter.
You know, there are people.
Jada Kimberly Blake, aka Jada Beta. She sadly left on her own accord July 10th of 18 without a goodbye, a reason why, and most of all without a kiss. And I love you. I'm feeling emotional just reading that. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine. Jada Beta. Jada Kimberly Blake. Your mother Melanie is looking for you, calling out for you. Jada. Jada Beta. I'm looking for this girl. Her mother's looking for her on the other side. Can any of my guides help? Jada? Can you hear me? Are you here? Jada, you're welcome to come through anytime. I'm not picking up on anything. I really need to know if it's my fault. I forgive her, but does she forgive me? Don't blame yourself. Sean Post. I'd like to try to connect with my grandpa Donald Post. He passed in 14 and is greatly missed. Please tell him I love him and miss him. I miss running around in the hayfield with him. His CB handle was Indian Joe when he was running a crew on the farm.
Oh, really?
Indian Joe, are you out there?
John gave me a package to keep in my place.
Donald Post. Sean Post is calling out for Donald Post. You are greatly missed. Indian Joe, can you hear me? Donald Post. Judy Lewis. I would like to call out for my wonderful grandmother, Rita Lewis. I called her May May. I only dream of being half the woman and grandmother she was to me. Love to you, Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you, Judy, so much for being here. I wish I could bring validations for everyone, and I can't do that. I can't guarantee because I'm not someone who's just going to talk and make up stuff. So I can only say what I'm shown, and I can only show you guys what comes through here. So Judy Lewis is calling out for her grandmother, Rita. May May. You are welcome to come through anytime. Susan Romley Morantz. Susan Romley Morantz. I would love to see if my friend Robbie Schillerman has seen the light. Robbie Schillerman. Your friend Your friend Susan Morantz. Susan Romley Morantz, looking for Robbie Schillerman. Wants to know if he's seen the light. Pamela Messman is looking for her mom,
Such as?
Patricia Frankie. My sister came through and said call mom, so I'm calling
A
mom.
whole elaborate plan. Viola.
Awesome. She says I love you to her mom. I look forward
You've
to your
chosen
visit.
someone else.
Who's chosen what? Your daughter Pamela's looking for you tonight. So Patricia, you can come through anytime.
Please do.
Thank you, Pamela. Stacy Adams. I want to try my dad again, Stacy Adams, for Lincoln Adams. We called out to Lincoln last month, I remember. Dad, I miss you and love you. We share a unique thing together that no one in the family has. Please verify this for me, Dad. Stacy Adams is looking for Lincoln Adams. We share a unique thing together that no one in the family has. Please verify for this. Please verify this for me, Dad. Lincoln Adams for Stacy Adams. Can you hear me, Lincoln? Kendra's calling out for her father, Kenneth. Kenneth? She wants to know if you are in heaven. Kenneth Barr, are you in heaven? Have you crossed over? That might have been an answer. Thank you. Alyssa. My name is Alyssa Pollock. My name is Alyssa Pollock. I would appreciate it if you would try to reach my grandfather, Frank Pollock. Thank you so much and blessings. Thank you. Alyssa Pollock is calling out to Frank Pollock. If there's anything you'd like to say, Frank, feel free to come through anytime. Melinda Lawman is looking for her cousin, Christopher Allen Hosterman. I would like to know if he was able to find the light. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Christopher Allen Hosterman, your cousin. Your cousin Melinda is calling out to you. She wants to know if you have found the light. Gina Ray Lorio. My son Isaac Rene Lorio, aka Bishop, and his two boys, Adrian Rene and Isaac Angel, baby Isaac. Mama Gina loves you, Bishop. So last month we had a direct answer from Isaac for Gina. So Gina's back again, thank you. That was an amazing validation last month, amazing. So Gina Ray Lorio, looking for her son Isaac. Isaac, are you here tonight? We heard from you last month, so thank you, Isaac. You answered your mom's question. Tonight, your mom says, Mama Gina loves you, Bishop. So Isaac, Bishop, if you're here tonight, thank you for that amazing validation you gave your mother last month.
You're better than.
That was an interesting message. Thank you. Thank you so much. Marita Contillo, thank you for coming back. We've been calling out for David Bauer for a while. The love of my life, she said. David, I am yours forever. We said we wanted to grow old together. For some reason, we had to leave early. But I'm hoping that you are with me as I grow older. Is it possible? Can we keep in touch? Love you forever. For some reason, I'm getting emotional. I've called out for David Bauer many times, but for this time, I'm tearing up. And I don't know why. I'm feeling intense emotion. And what that's telling me is... Hold on, let me see. He appreciates all of your attempts to call out for him. He hears you and he loves you. And he's saying you're going to do more than grow old together, because when you meet up on the other side, it's different. You will definitely meet up again. And I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional over this one. It's like I feel it. And that's what happens with this work. It's crazy, and it just comes out of nowhere. So David Bauer, I felt that energy. I felt it. And thank you, Marita, for being here again and calling out. He hears you. I can't explain why sometimes they don't just give direct messages. I know it has a lot to do with the energy, but you'll definitely be with him again. That's the message. Gwyneth. My name is Gwyneth Sugart. So Gwyneth Sugart is calling out to her husband, Kevin Sugart. Gwyneth Sugart for Kevin Sugart. If you're here tonight, Kevin, or any night that I have this box on, you can come through. Thank you. We are looking for Christian Gunnarsson from Iceland. Ooh, this is going to be a hard name. I've called this before, though. Seun. My father, Christian Gunnarsson from Iceland. Christian Gunnarsson, if you... Christian Gunnarsson. Seun is calling out to you tonight. My father, Christian Gunnarsson from Iceland. You lived in beautiful Iceland. Find the key. Thank you. Trina Bailey looking for her dad, James Robert Bailey. James Robert Bailey. Trina is calling out. I keep seeing a freaking hot dog. Is there someone here who liked hot dogs? But anyway, we're looking for James Robert Bailey for Trina Bailey. James Robert Bailey, you are welcome to come through anytime. Carrie Lynn Bressy. Thank you for being back, Carrie Lynn. My grandmother, Eunice Darling. Eunice. Thank you for these pronunciations. My grandmother, Eunice Darling. Grandmom, thanks for loving me enough to raise me as your own. I love you more than words can say. Eunice Darling. Carrie Lynn Bressy is calling you. These are some weird messages coming in. So Eunice Darling, if you can hear me, you are welcome to come through tonight or any time for Carrie Lynn Bressy. Thank you.
You guys are having a big argument.
Somebody having a big argument. That could be a validation as well. Nicholson is looking for her grandmother. June Mary Speth, who passed away in December of 96. Thank you, Leanne. So Leanne Nicholson's calling out for June Mary Speth. June Mary Speth. Leanne is calling out to you. She joined just today to be able to participate. June is in heaven without question. I am just seeing this golden light, and I'm almost seeing, it's like it almost looks like the sun, but not the sun. It's like a whiter light, it's warm still, but I'm feeling like as I say her name, June Mary Speth, I keep seeing this glowing light, and that to me insinuates she's in heaven. That's all I'm seeing on that name. Thank you. Victoria Bryant looking for husband and father. Kevin Ernest Bryant.
What, think I came on?
To give us some kind of validation he is with us and okay. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. That's a weird voice that keeps coming through too. Victoria Bryant. Kevin Ernest Bryant. Victoria's calling out for you tonight. Victoria is calling out to you tonight. Kevin Ernest Bryant.
He's drawing his finger onto the picture.
Drawing his finger on the picture. That could be a validation for someone. Thank you, Victoria. Maria Talavera looking to communicate with Diego. Hello, Maria. Asking him to protect and guide his children. He is already guiding his children. I saw that in one of the previous sessions. He is and will continue to try to guide them, and just like one of my guides is my own father, and I feel his energy, and I feel it's really hard to explain, but I feel what he's telling me, but I can tap into it. Diego is already doing that with his boys. Let me see what I can tap into. Diego, are you here tonight? Maria is calling out for you tonight, Diego, yet again. You've come through many times. He is trying to guide your children. He is there. He is there with you. I don't even think he's here. He's there with you. I'm not sensing him here. He's not always there. He says he comes and goes because he has crossed. I'm feeling light, but he does come down, and he's always able to be there. All we have to do is think of our loved ones, and they can be with us. And it's difficult because we don't see them, so we don't know if we're crazy. He's saying he is there with you when you feel him, because you do. You felt him before. I think one time he's showing me that he woke you up once. You woke up.
Saved your life, all she had to say.
And he was in your mind at the moment you woke up. That was him. Whew. Getting chills. That's a validation. So thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Abigail for Donald Tyler Bryant. His father is still very distraught. Donald Tyler Bryant, Abigail is calling out for you. Do you have any messages? Do you have any messages for your father, your family? Abigail.
What is it?
Donald Tyler Bryant. This is a spirit box. You can talk through it. Donald Tyler Bryant. Can you hear me? At this point, I'm not feeling love. Love something. Did you hear that? Thank you, Abigail. Sonia Medeiros. Sonia Medeiros is looking to connect with Frank Ewing. Frank Ewing. Sonia Medeiros trying to connect with Frank Ewing. Sonia for Frank.
It's like
Thank you, Sonia. Frank, you're welcome to come through. Any spirits I call out tonight are always welcome to come through. Red Hoffman. Hey, Red, thank you for being here this week. I see you just put the name Hoffman. Red Hoffman is here tonight. He's calling out for Hoffman, which I'm assuming is a family member. If there's anyone here for Red Hoffman, he joined up here to take part in this session. Red Hoffman, is there anyone here to leave a message for Red tonight? Is there anyone here for Red Hoffman? There's a female presence by my side door. I'm not saying this has anything to do with Red. I don't know at this point. There's a female. She's wearing a nightgown. You can come forward here. You don't have to be afraid. Can we try to cut that radio out and just allow Spirit to talk? She's just staying back. So if there's anyone here for Red tonight, you can come through anytime.
Willie, tell everybody about your show.
Could have been a message. Charlene Marino calling out for husband Phil Marino.
Did you find the door to close?
Charlene Marino calling out for her husband Phil. Is that weird voice again? Phil Marino. Phil Marino. Charlene Marino. Charlene's calling out to her husband Phil. Can anyone get Phil? Phil Marino. There's a man showing me him balding, and it freaked him out. He hated that he was balding. He hated it. Oh my goodness. It gave him anxiety. And he would look for solutions. So I don't know who this is, but there's a man here who was freaking out about going bald. Did he get a really bad toupee or something? Raymond Regalado for his mom, Sylvania Pena. She passed away this past March. Actually, there's two messages here now. This one says, I'm Gabriel Regalado. Sylvania for Gabriel Regalado. We're looking for Sylvia Pena for Raymond for Gabriel Regalado. If she can come through, leave a message, leave a validation. Sylvania, you're welcome to come through anytime. Erica McCullough is looking to connect with her grandma, Julia.
And we also even have
Julia Soderberg, Camel. So Erica McCullough is calling out to her grandmother. I miss her and all her jokes and teasing so much. I love her and miss her so much.
But there's superstition.
So Erica McCullough is looking for her grandma, Julia Soderberg Camel. Anyone else here? Here? You just broke through all that noise. Are there more spirits here, or have they all left? 3? I'm hearing a David. Give me some names. I just heard you say names. I'm trying to pick up on them. Who's here? What's your name? All the spirits that are left, come up and say your name. All right, I'm going to close this out. Thank you. You live a long time. We live for eternity. Our soul never dies. If there's anyone else here, can you tell me your name? No. Does that mean there's no one here? I'm actually feeling like the room is emptied out. Did we connect tonight with loved ones? Did spirits come through with validations? Sounded like there was like holy angelic voices saying, "Oh yes." Well, thank you very much, spirits. I send my love and light to you all. I send my love and light to all of you who participated. Anything else? One last time. No, there we go. Nothing else. So that was group night for, what are we in? August of 2019. I am going to start reviewing this tomorrow, but I won't be able to get it done probably until Monday. Then Tuesday I leave for New York on business till Thursday. Get back here on Friday. And I'm a little behind on paranormal work as far as making a new video. I started on one. I haven't been able to finish. I've just been really busy as usual. Never ends, but that's a good thing. So I love you all. If you received a validation of any kind, whether through the box devices or me, leave a comment below, whether you're on YouTube member or your Patreon member. I love you all. Remember, love is the key. Always. Always remember that. It's easy to forget sometimes, but love is the key. And I will get to work on this when I wake up in the morning.